Okay. After what happened Oscars last night, everybody knows about the situation that needs no introduction. The infamous, as they call it in the media now, the smack heard round the world. Will Smith publicly smacking Chris Rock on national television. Yes, smacking another man on national television. Now, to me, it's just as staged as a slap in a soap opera, like Young and the Restless or something like that. However, people out here think it's real because people are idiots talking about some, and then some people that go out here that are smart enough to say, "Well, even stage or not stage, good for Will. Good for Will to do what? Slap another weaker looking comedian on stage for cracking a joke that wasn't even a heavily offensive joke?" Listen good, y'all. I have nothing against Jada Pinkett, nothing at all, because I'm a Maryland native. She's a Maryland native. My mother, when she was younger, actually, yeah, my mother when she was younger, actually met a young Jada Pinkett Smith, and her mother at a local McDonald's a long time ago. Mommy was a bit starstruck because at the time Jada Pinkett just finished making a low down dirty shame. And my mother met her at McDonald's getting off of work, and she was starstruck, got her autograph, had a nice conversation with her mother and her. She said Jada Pinkett one of the nicest people in the world, and I'm going by what my mother said. Okay, so I'm not going to talk really negative about her. But however, um, the disease that she has, alopecia. First and foremost, I don't even think Chris Rock knew about it. If he did, he would never have made that joke. Cause remember, y'all keep forgetting that Chris Rock had did a TV movie, or actually a movie per se, called Good Hair, and one of the people that was in that movie was a nice age black woman who happens to have the disease alopecia. So keep in mind, Chris Rock directed and produced that movie, and one of them people that he had in the movie had alopecia. So, for all we know right now, in my opinion, Chris Rock might knew that Jane Pinkett had alopecia. He might not knew she had it, but let's say for sake of argument that he does. He might knew that she had alopecia, but he don't believe that she really had alopecia because he actually had a woman on his movie that actually had alopecia, like the Ayanna Presley type of alopecia, the one with all the hair follicles on your head and on your face is completely gone, meaning that you like pretty much bald as a baby. In which like no all the hair follicles not visible, so you pretty much, let's just say you use something to shine your head, you can actually see your reflection. Someone could actually see your reflection on the back of your head, or see the sunlight beaming off your head and reflecting back like a mirror. So again, and I seen the Jane Pinkett's hair. She still have hair follicles on her head, and she still have her eyebrows. So it's not a severe case of alopecia to per se. To put in an equivalent, it's not even compared to cancer. It's not even barely stage 1 cancer for real. To use the equivalency of that. So again, and to be honest with you, and everyone else, to be honest with y'all, I wish that I could have her alopecia if she has it. I wish whereas first stage, second stage, third, fourth, fifth. I would wish, hell, I wish I had Ayanna Presley's alopecia, because you gotta understand, I'm a hairy dude. I am hairy as a goat. Well, is goats hairy? I don't know. Or a bear. That's a good one. I'm hairy as a bear. I am hairy. Do y'all know how goddamn annoying it is to have hair in unwanted places? Hair that curls up, that sticks back into your skin, and layer because of the hair follicles and the infection or whatever, it becomes a goddamn bump that you have to squeeze out, like a little pus bump or hair bump that you gotta squeeze out and when you squeeze it out, a little piece of that hair that starts stuck and locked into it comes out. Then you leave it alone, and then all of a sudden, after a few days, it goes down like you never had it. It's annoying. It's annoying as hell. It's, you know what I mean, if you're a hairy person, you are a hairy person with curly hair, that you will understand more than I could ever explain it. If you don't, this is not for you. But if you are one, you understand. This is a very, very terrible thing to have hair. I mean, the only cool thing about having hair really is that it looks good on your head, it looks normal, and it looks good when you have a beard or a mustache or something. But push comes to shove, it's a burden. Kind of like peeing and pooping. It's a burden, but you still have to do it to clear yourself. Same with hair. Hair is kind of a burden to keep. You keep it well maintenance and everything, and sometimes just like, you know, urinating or taking a dump, it's something that's naturalized, because you know your hair, you gotta let your hair, you could cut yourself bald or whatever, but it will still grow back thicker and stronger. So you gotta keep yourself well manicured and everything, and make sure the hair in certain parts of your body don't even, you know, infect it. Heck, I am mad now after I turned 40. I'm starting to grow nose hairs. Nose hairs is extremely annoying. I literally have to either use a nose hair clipper to trim it down, or just use my fingertips or tweezers to pull the hair out my nose, which is slightly painful. Slightly painful. But the point is that hair is so overrated. I'd rather have the full blast version of alopecia and just lift weights and get big and bulky like The Rock size, but a little bit bigger. And even The Rock, sometimes he grow hair a little bit, but a lot of times he keeps himself completely bald. I'd rather look like that than to have any form of hair. Cause I got a cool beard and a cool mustache, and I can grow a whole beard if I want to. It only takes me a year to grow a perfectly good beard. But however, it's not worth it. To me, it's not worth it. Keeping it well manicured and everything. I'm a man. Men don't try to keep things well managed. Only thing we do is take baths and showers and keep it moving. We don't try to keep, you know, that metrosexual, trying to keep themselves well manicured or something. No, I don't do that. Especially since I do a lot of rugged jobs, work and such. But again, like I said, I would love to have Jada's condition if she has it, because it don't look like to me that she has it. It looks like she might have less than the stage 1 version of it compared to Ayanna Presley and that woman in the Chris Rock hair movie. But I don't think she really has it. That's just my opinion. But she might have. Who knows? I'm not her doctor, so I wouldn't know nothing. But again, like I said, I would love to have it. If there's a way I could, if there's a way from one Maryland native to another, I could take her condition away from her and give it to me, I would take it like a sacrifice. I would take it in a heartbeat. But will she thank me? Even if she doesn't thank me for it, if I did, she doesn't thank me for it, I will still be. I'm good with that. I'll take it because I really want to do something about this goddamn hair. It's just so annoying. But like they said, the grass is greener, right? Okay, but yeah, let's get to this article. Now, like I said, this needs no introduction. We already know what happened. Let's rewatch this from my point of view, because I really want to tore into this.
The hardest job tonight, Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord.
Now, that was a nice tamed comedy routine that he used with Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz. We'll laugh, nothing offensive. Boom, boom. Now,
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
He said, Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Now Chris Rock, if you might notice, sometimes as comedians, a lot of times comedians like to a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times comedians will say something that's considered funny, but actually has some truth to it. Who knows? Jada Pinkett Smith hasn't had a leading role in a TV show or movie. Actually, never. She was like, the only thing I remember that she had a leading role in movie wise, in my knowledge, was either Jason Lyric, when she was a co-star with Alan Payne, and Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight, when she was a co-star with Billy Zane. Neither one of them, and the Crypt Keeper, neither one of them are actually, solo leading movie roles for her. And the closest thing to her having a lead role in anything in general, it was a TV show that she did called Hawthorne, where she played a registered nurse with a heart of gold or whatever. That series only lasted less than 2 seasons. However, like I said, maybe, who knows? They might do a G.I. Jane 2 reboot, or G.I. Jane reboot, or a sequel, and ask Jada Pinkett Smith, does she want to appear in it? And she's gonna take it. Goddamn well she's gonna take that role, because like I said, it'd be her first legit leading role. She'll take it. And then Jada Pinkett's already like a semi-built lady, or actually a built lady, period. So it's not that hard for her to get in shape for the role like Demi Moore did a couple of decades back. So yeah, it's not really that hard to do. So just, yep, she does it. Then she come out with her own exercise regimen that she tells to social media, and how she got into that shape. And yeah, it'll be really a career builder for her, kind of like a revived career builder. So again, she a little offended, but a little hopeful at the same time, hoping that what Chris Rock said actually come true. She gets Hollywood decide to reboot G.I. Jane like they reboot everything else, and have a black actress playing G.I. Jane. May not be Jane, might be G.I. Jamie, or G.I. Jamel, or G.I. something. I don't know, but they'll come up with something. So yeah, if anything, Chris Rock gave her advertisement. They said, hey, Hollywood, y'all go remake G.I. Jane, cast my girl Jada Pinkett in there. She'll do a far better job than Demi Moore. So yeah, it's possible. And I've seen movies with Jada Pinkett Smith's characters actually fought grown men and prevailed against them. So in G.I. Jane, she had to beat up a grown man in that movie and prevail. So that would be a good empowering moment for women. So like I said, I think Chris Rock is trying to hit in Hollywood to do something like that. And they probably, if they could come out with a G.I. Jane reboot with Jada Pinkett Smith in the leading role, don't be surprised. Now, but she did look like she was offended though, but I don't know why. Chris Rock was just tossing work for her. Yep, unbothered face. We'll laugh for a little while till you realize his wife wasn't.
That was a nice one. Okay.
Like he said, that was a nice one. Okay. And the funny part is that like that was a nice one. Okay. It was only like a split second. And it wasn't even an insult for real. Just more like a slide come off the top of your head. Cause that was like, it took Chris Rock 3 types of difficulty to make that joke. 1, he had to keep it extremely tame. 2, he had to keep it very less offensive compared to the shit he did with the Oscar So White thing a few years back. We'll get to that later. And 3, he quickly brushed it off, as y'all seen. Now, Will Smith, rather than him, okay, just see it, and we'll get to that afterwards.
I'm out here. Richard.
Y'all saw that. And number one, instead of Will Smith doing that after the, doing that out, behind the scenes or after he stepped out, he said, "What Chris said? Chris, and slapped him there, maybe punch him. I respect Will Smith 1,000 times more if he did that. If it's not staged, but it's staged like I don't know what. Because Chris Rock, like he waited and anticipated that slap. But other than that, yeah. But the thing is that a real man, in my opinion, a real man will just wait till everything dies down, step outside, say, "Where Chris at? Chris? Hey, what's up, Chris? Hey, man, what's up? No hard feelings." Then punch him in his face. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. If he would have did that, I would respect Will Smith 1,000-fold. That's a real G right there. But this man does it, and he would cold cock them with his, closed fist. Not that pimp style hand slap. I mean, but that's just me. And to me, seeing this seems staged, fake, because come on. The man disrespected your wife. You're not going to open hand pimp slap him like he's one of your hoes. No, instead, what you're going to do is that you go turn that hand into a fist and knock that fool out. He didn't do no such thing because he knows that if he did that, if he did that 9 times out of 10, regardless how funny and small Chris Rock is, Chris Rock would have fought back. Okay? Because you have to understand that Chris Rock has daughters. Goddamn phones. Sorry about that, y'all. My phone security system went on. Let me know that someone drove by or whatever. But anyway, like I was saying, Chris Rock Chris Rock has daughters. They will be watching the Oscars. Just like Will Smith has kids, they'll be watching it too. You can't tell me anything. You can't tell me anything that Chris Rock's daughter is watching their father get slapped by a grown man on the most biggest stage, one of the most biggest stages on the planet. You will not tell me anything and think that his father not going to swing back. I don't think so. Chris Rock, 9 times out of 10, even if he didn't stand a chance against Will Smith in the actual street fight or fight in general, Chris Rock would have knocked his ass back. I promise you that. No doubt about that. Because you're not going to, I don't care how, okay, let's play like this. Regardless of what a man says about another man's wife, you're not going to disrespectfully slap that man like he's a female. That's not happening. I would respect Will, like I said, even if someone came up to me and punched me in my face, I would respect them more for them to punch me in my face than to slap me. You slap, I don't condone domestic violence or male to female violence, but you slap a woman that way because, you're a man, you're heavy-handed. A slap won't do that much damage to a woman, but compared to a closed fist. But to a man, a closed fist will do damage to a man. A slap won't. But it's just disrespectful. It's like you saying that, hey, you're not even worth a punch. You worth a slap. Emasculating that man. No. If I was Chris Rock, I would have knocked him back. At least, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Rock, if it's real, it's not real, okay, y'all? But if it was real, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Rock just went backstage and just punched Will Smith back. I wouldn't be surprised. But given the situation, I remember, a lot of people don't remember, right? A lot of people don't remember. Will Smith was at this tour a while ago, right? I think like 6-7 years ago. And this comedian, if I can find the video, I'll show it to y'all. This comedian, and he's a comedian too. I wish I could show it. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find it later on and post it in another video later on. This comedian, a white dude from another country, he tried to kiss Will Smith on the lips. Will Smith pushed him back, said, "Yo, dude, what the hell?" And then Will Smith did one of those like soft punches on him, a punch. Regardless if it was a soft punch, he still punched him for trying to kiss him. But Chris Rock gets a slap in the face for making a slide joke about his wife. Like I said, that is so staged. I gotta show that video to y'all again, okay? I think I will make that video. I'll make 2 videos. I'll make it this one and another one. because I just want to show y'all this, and I'm gonna show a few articles too, and we'll get back to that one too. Let's see.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
And y'all just saw what Chris Rock just did, right? That is perfect. He said, wow, Chris Rock said, now quote, as y'all see, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. It's like Chris Rock in a funny comedic way was telling everybody, y'all see this, right? Y'all see this. I didn't lay no hands on him. Will Smith walked up to me and slapped me in my face. He could handle this like men behind closed doors or outside the public cameras, but he did it in front of me. Remember, he assaulted me technically. Yeah, and here's the funny part about that, y'all. A couple weeks ago, in front of my house. This is a crazy story, so just hear me out here. In front of my house, it was on a Tuesday around 6. It was around 6 or 7. What happened was, I heard a wild bang outside my yard. I thought someone hit my car. I was about to raise hell, right? It hurt somebody or shoot somebody. I felt a different kind of way. Went out there. This dude in a big red truck and this dude in a little, I think I got that recorded on my Ring camera. I'll show it to y'all one day once I get it out. But it was a dude in a big red truck, and a dude in a small SUV had some words. Don't know why he had the words, but he had some words. Right? Okay. I came out there at the somewhat right time. The dude in the red car, young, fake ass Chad dude, I think his wife was in the car. And this older dude, like he's about like maybe in his late 50s, came out there, mid to late 50s, came out there. The dude said something about his wife, the young dude, right, Alpha Chad dude, his wife said, babe, come on in the car, let's ignore it, come on. And the older dude said, listen to what your wife said. He said, what? And he did the same thing that Will Smith did. He said, what? What you said about my wife? The man did not say anything. I was watching it too. The guy did not say anything offensive about his wife. He just said, yeah, listen to what your wife said. And the dude's like, what you said about my wife? Dude walked up to the guy. Mind you, this dude's like, looks like he's in his mid to late 50s. Walked up to the guy. Punched the guy really hard in his face. Damn near literally broke his nose. Punched the guy in his face and then tell me, keep my wife's name out your mouth, motherfucker. Excuse my language, YouTube. But this is what the guy actually said, word for word. I'm like, damn. That's the wife said, babe, come in the car, come in the truck, quick. Come on, hurry up. And that's what the guy that punched the older dude looked at what he did, realized he messed up, ran into the back of the red car and drove off really fast. Now, mind you, I'm looking. Now, during all this happened, I'm looking after he hit him, and I'm looking right there in my car, seeing my car have any dents in it. I told the dude, he said, what? You got a problem? I said, it's no problem. If I find out you hit my goddamn car, I'm going to fuck you and the old man up. Then we will have a problem. Dude look like he about to come at me. I said, don't be stupid. I did one of those punk ass, I ain't gonna lie, I did one of those punk ass show my gap moments, if my gun. Now, even if I didn't have the gun, I was gonna just fight him head up. I would just punch him in my face with my open closed fist, punch him in his face, or use a brass knuckle I got, and just knock him out. One other way, I would beat him to death if he would try to come at me. I was just waiting for him to do that because I really want to hurt somebody that day. But at the same time, it has to be something casual. You know what I mean? Because, I ain't gonna lie, I get road rage real quickly, real easy. That's kind of like my pet peeves. When I get road rage, I snap. It's like, even a 6'9" Shaq size dude would look like a little person to me. I'm trying to be politically correct. I normally say the word, MIDGET, but I'm just gonna say little people. A person Shaq size look like them to me if I'm in a like in my road rage mood. So yeah. Bottom line, dude drove off. Now it's surprising because when I saw what Will Smith did to Chris Rock, that it gave me a bit of a flashback moment with that. I'm like, ooh, dang. And here's the funny part though, it's not the first time I've seen it happen. Actually, this is the second time. The first time really was me and a close friend of mine got into a heated argument about politics, and I told him in a quote, I said, "It looks like the smartest person in your house is your wife." You didn't listen to her, because his wife was how can I say this? She wasn't a Republican, but she wasn't a Democrat either. She was an independent like me, so she agreed with me on a lot of political views. And then he said something. Then because he's a heavy liberal Democrat. So what he did was he's told me, and I quote, he said, "Don't you talk about, keep my wife's name out your mouth." I looked at him like, first off, who the fuck are you talking to? I'm a grown ass man. You're not gonna disrespect me like that. Not on no fucking phone either. Don't talk to me like that you won't say it to me in person. For one, and two, don't take what I say out of context. He like said, "What, you trying to fight or something?" I said, "Motherfucker, you know where I live at. As a matter of fact, screw that. You don't know where I live at. You know where we can go at. Downtown Convention Center. Let's do this. Choose a day." And then he got upset. I got upset. And he hung up on me. Never speak to him again. Which sucks though. But I'm not going to be threatened by another motherfucker on the damn internet. Don't say stuff to me on the phone that you can't say to me in person. Okay? Because I can't punch through a phone. Actually, I can, but if I do, it's not going to hurt that person. My point is that a lot of these guys get overly cocky when it comes to protecting their women. My philosophy is this: as long as that man doesn't disrespect your woman if she has a life-threatening illness in front of your children, but more importantly, direct physical violence to your woman, there is literally, in my opinion, no reason for you to walk up to the dude and punch him in his face or attack him in any way, shape, or form. No reason. All you're just doing is getting your dumb ass into a jail or lawsuit or worse. Don't put yourself in that predicament unless your wife is being attacked. Okay? If your wife is being physically attacked, then you put yourself in that predicament and more. But in the meantime, if it's just words, just walk away. Ignore it. Because you can't help your wife or your family members if you're in jail or if you're dead. Think before you act. That's what I'm saying. Will Smith, in this situation, he acted without thinking. And now it's going to cost him. Don't know how much it's going to cost him, but it's going to cost him. I don't know if it was staged or not. It might have been staged. Like I said, it was staged. I believe it was staged between him and Chris Rock. That's why Chris Rock hasn't pressed charges yet. But the Oscar people are, I think, is in on it and trying to milk us as much as possible. Talking about they might take his Oscar away from him. That's the rumors I hear. Or they might, that's one rumor. Or they might not buy him no more. That's another rumor. But, like I said. And then also, I'm going to find that video, y'all. I swear I'm going to find that video to show that Will Smith punched a dude for trying to kiss him. It wasn't a heavy punch. It was one of those dry punches telling you that, hey, I can hit hard. Don't kiss me. But it was more like, it was like one of those punches. But he just openly smacked Chris Rock, who disrespected, or he believes, quote unquote, disrespected his wife. Then he was like, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." He mentioned Jada's name once. And I swear, man, I hate guys that be acting like that. Listen, as long as I don't touch your wife, which I will never do, don't be talking tough. Don't be talking tough. Which is ironic, though, because yesterday, off topic, I had sexual relations with a married woman. And to make things come off funny, yes, she was white. I'm black. and make things come off funny about it. Her husband was tracking her phone, so he kind of know about it. And I don't know how the hell he knew what I look like, but he knew better. This dude was calling me. His wife had the speaker on speaker, and he was calling me calling me through his wife because he knows his wife had him on speaker. Calling me all the niggas. Excuse my language, YouTube. I'm a black man. I'm entitled to say that, and I'm the victim too, by the way. He said he called me all the N-bombs, niggas, and everything you could think of. And I was, as a black man, the third one was enough. Now, I almost wanted to beat this dude down to the white meat, but I said to myself, no, it's not worth it. I remember a wise person once told me at work when a dude called him a nigga in his face, store manager at Giant. And I was a security guard there. I wanted to punch that dude, the white dude. And the store manager caught my fist with his elbow. It's kind of hard, though. I wish I could show it. It was kind of hard. And pulled me to the side and said, bruh, listen. He said, listen, my brother, it's not worth losing your job over. Just ignore it and move on. They're just words. And this is another fellow black man that the man directly called the word N-word, nigga. Another black man. So he told me a huge and great lesson to just ignore it. Don't let it get to you. Don't let words get into you, okay? Actions is the thing you need to really fight and focus on, not words. Shoot. Because understand this, folks. Words will lead to you causing actions which cause to a consequences that involves heavy actions. If that makes perfect sense. So you go out here to punch a dude in the face because this dude says something offensive about you or your loved ones, and then all of a sudden you go to jail, you get locked up, you get slapped around, and something worse, in jail or prison. For what purpose? To protect your person's honor? Yeah, all right. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Unless that person physically touched one of your family members, your daughter, your son, your wife, then you have something to fight for. Because that's a crime within itself. You can beat that person up and that person goes to jail. Not you. Because it will be considered self-defense. But if the person says some rude words, just walk away. Just ignore it. We've been trained to ignore stuff since we was little. Don't throw it all away because of your emotions. Now let's get back to this. And I'm going to talk more about this too.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
You hear that shit? Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Will Smith is not tough doing that. He's a pussy. You've slapped a comedian. You didn't even have enough decency to punch the man. I would respect you more if you would punch the man, not slap him. Shit. But it is what it is. Chris Rock's smart. He knows that he's the victim now. Regardless of what anything offensive come out his mouth, which is not even close. It's like maybe 100%, 5% offensive. Close to 10%, but not really 10% offensive. But Will Smith shouldn't do that. Now he looks like the fucking asshole in this.
Wow, dude.
But here's the thing, y'all. Look at Lupita Nyong'o from what's that movie called she was in? Us and 12 Years a Slave, where she won her own Oscar from, as well as Black Panther. Look at her. She's like, oh my.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
He said, I'm going to, okay. Because briefly, like I said, Chris Rock, he just did that a little bit. It was so damn quick. It was like a forgetful joke. And Will Smith took it out of context. And that's the problem with these guys out here, folks. Y'all need to understand this. To the people who are, understand this. Everything has consequences to it. Everything. When I mean everything, I mean Everything has consequences to it. For every reaction, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You go out here trying to act bad and tough in front of your friends and loved ones for the most minor or minuscule things, you gonna suffer something major big in the worst possible way. For example, if a man catches his wife cheating on him with another man, which in my case, what I did, I already explained that to y'all earlier, and that man decided to come to my face and call me the N-word, I can go out here, call the police, I take a picture of him on my phone, call police, press charges against him for a hate crime, and he's going to jail and in court for a hate crime. Now, some people might say, the judge might say, hey, you did have sex with that man's wife. I said, sir, I didn't know she was married, by the way. I did not know. He found out that I was the guy that was sleeping with his wife, told me she was married, and then that's it. He didn't, and then he came on me every single N-word under the bus. I would told the judge that, boom, I'm safe. That dude's going to jail for a hate crime, or worse, he got, on his end, he got to pay me restitution. But jail would be much better because he's probably a broke dude. That's my point. You have to play the game. Chris Rock is playing the game. He's not really, Will Smith snapped at him. Chris Rock won't lose anything. Hell, he might even host the Oscars next year as the victim. As a victim, he might host the Oscars next year as a sorry for what happened. Will Smith, on the other hand, couldn't control his emotions. He definitely ain't coming back to Oscars. If he does, that's a surprise. Now, what's worrying about right now is that will they strip the Oscar from him for that conduct? We don't know. He'd be the first man or first human being in Oscar history, Academy Award history, to get his Oscar lost because of a physical reaction. That will be in the history books. And here's the thing people forget again. Sean Penn, a few years ago, maybe a whole decade ago, I think, Sean Penn, when Chris Rock hosted the Oscars for the first time ever, Sean Penn threatened Chris Rock. Keep in mind, he threatened Chris Rock. Chris Rock came back out like 10 minutes later with two big, burly, black bodyguards, telling him, you can do that if you want. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. He said, you can do that if you want, but look at the obstacles you might have to go against. Two big, burly bodyguards. Chris Rock, not only he was smart to not get his hands dirty, but Sean Penn was even smarter by not physically touching Chris Rock. Just a threat. Not touching him, a threat. That's what the Oscars was still decent. And not all that woke stuff got into it. But that was smart on both Sean Penn and Chris Rock's part. It was a threat, responded with another threat. That's it. No physical violence. Will Smith took it up a notch with the actual violence. And surprisingly, Chris Rock didn't even have his bodyguards then, because he probably would manhandle Will Smith. That's why I said it was staged. Because Chris Rock had because I think, my opinion, Chris Rock's threat from Sean Penn was more realistic to me than Will Smith slapping Chris Rock in the face.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Interesting. All right. Now let's read this article. Let's read this article from Rolling Stone. And like I said before, Sean Penn, I think Sean Penn versus Chris Rock in the Oscars a decade ago was far more realistic than Will Smith and Chris Rock, because Sean Penn actually like life and death threatened him, and Chris Rock brings out bodyguards as a response to it's like, go ahead if you want. You know what's going to happen to you. Will Smith came out of nowhere, open hand slapped Chris Rock, all acting stage like just slapped him. Like, not only it looks fake because Chris Rock like he's embracing it with a slight smile. I'll show the picture one day. I'll probably show it later. But also, again, not only Will Smith never punched the dude that's, everybody keeps saying, never punched the dude that slept with his wife, August Alsina, R&B singer, but he also didn't slap the dude that tried to kiss him in the face, ambush kiss him in the face. No, he punched that dude. It was a cheap punch, a dry punch, but a punch nonetheless. Because Yo did flinch back from it. So, you know. I mean, it's okay to punch a dude when he about to kiss you in your face. But it's not okay to punch a dude when he's talking crap about your wife. Yeah. It's staged. Soap opera level stage slap. But we'll see. But let's play along with this, y'all. Let's look at this article. Rolling Stone. A timeline of Will Smith and Chris Rock's beef. The actor and the comedian used to be friendly until a joke Rock made about Jada Pinkett Smith at the 2016 Oscars seemingly turned everything sour. Chris Rock's jab at Jada Pinkett Smith's edition Oscar wasn't the first time the comedian had joked about the famous couple. Here's a closer look at the history of both friends and frenemies. Keep in mind, they forgot that Chris Rock is a comedian. Oh, shit. Sorry, y'all. I wanted to read this, but I'm not subscribing to this. God damn it. Goddamn Rolling Stone. I didn't even look at this when I did that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not subscribing to Rolling Stone to read that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, let's try a different one. Okay. Academy condemns actions of Will Smith actors. Start formal review of slapping incident. Okay, good. A whole article, I hope. Okay, let me breeze through it. This one's CNN. Not a big fan of CNN, but I'll make an exception today. Academy of Motion Pictures and Arts and Sciences, in a statement issued on Monday, condemned the actions of Best Actor winner Will Smith after the King Richard star stormed the stage and slapped presenter Chris Rock in the face during Sunday's Oscar ceremony. Let me stop right there real quick. To be honest with y'all, I'm surprised because I literally forgot that he got the reward. He got the Oscar after it happened. Weird, ain't it? I'm surprised he didn't say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have did that. We're not getting the Oscar now. Screw that. You're not getting the Oscar." But no, they still gave it to him. So that's why I say y'all in on it. Okay, now let's get back to the article. The Academy condemns the actions of Mr. Smith as of right now. The statement said, "We have officially started a formal review around the incident and will explore further action and consequences in accordance with our bylaws, standards, and conduct and California law." Again, as I said earlier, y'all, there's consequences and reactions to anything a person does. You have to learn to develop restraint. Because 9 times out of 10, if Chris Rock would have hit him back, it will be mutual. And Oscars would probably punish both of them. However, Chris Rock was a smart one. He didn't hit back. He said, you know what? This is a chess move. I'm not going to fight you back, Will. Because even if you did slap me like I was a goddamn female, I'm not going to fight you back because this is bigger than you. And that's what Chris Rock did. However, yeah. Now, like I said, Chris Rock may not be the most actively fit fighter. However, Chris Rock would still at least throw a few punches at Will Smith, whether he win or lose. Because he's not going to go down like that. No man would. Especially if you're a father with daughters too. Man, shit. I'd rather lose the fight trying. I'd rather lose the fight trying than stand there and let somebody beat my ass in front of my little girls. Because I am a man first and a father attached at the same time. So yeah, a man first and a father second. You're not gonna embarrass me in front of my girls. Not happening. Especially your father with girls. Oh hell no. But again, Chris Rock, like I said, strategically didn't fought back. So yeah. But then again, Will Smith got a daughter too, though. So yeah, it kind of balances out. But we'll see. Let's see. Get back to that. Earlier on Monday, CNN learned that Academy leadership strongly considered removing Smith from the Oscars telecast after the incident, according to a source close to the situation. I think he's talking about next year. Because every year in Oscars, every year Academy Awards always bring that person back who won the Best Actor or Actress category to present the person with the new winner with the Oscar. Academy leadership strongly considered removing Will Smith from last year's broadcast following the incident. Last night broadcast following the incident. There were immediate discussions, but the Academy Awards decision makers were seated in various spots in the Dolby Theater and couldn't mobilize to make a decision before he won Best Actor, the sources said. Oh, like I said, they didn't have, so now it makes sense. They didn't have time to actually say, no, we can't get this to you because you conducted something very stupid. Now, Will Smith didn't know, my opinion, I think nobody really knows they're going to win or lose the Oscars. It just happens. And I think Will Smith did not realize that he was going to win till he did that. I don't know what made him decide to do that, but whatever. I guess he was trying to build up Oscar drama, but whatever. I still think it's staged. But I don't know. Smith apologized to the Academy and his fellow nominees during the Best Actor acceptance speech. Following the ceremony, the Academy Awards tweeted a short statement about the one-stage incident that read, "The Academy does not condone violence in any form. Tonight we are delighted to celebrate our 94th Academy Award winners who deserve a moment of recognition from their peers and movie lovers around the world. At least a dozen members of the Academy Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences, the organization behind the Oscars, meet virtually on Monday morning to discuss the response to Smith's slapping Rock, according to two sources with knowledge of the meeting." Okay, let me stop right there real quick. Would y'all find this a bit funny that it's kind of funny and ironic at the same time because last year everybody was getting the Oscars last year through everybody was going all the COVID laws to get the Oscars last year, all the distancing, everything else, all this musical chairs, Simon Said stuff to get their Oscars and get their Academy Awards and everything. It was just weird. And then one time they decided to get back to normal with everybody's coming down there, no more masks and everything. One person with that COVID lockdown, COVID fatigue, lockdown, got extremely frustrated, decided to attack a fellow actor, comedian. And off topic though, I think it's like a comedian code or something that you cannot attack, a comedian cannot attack another comedian, because Will Smith, doing Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and a few comedy movies like Hitch, he was a comedian. So he's a rapper too, but he was a comedian also, doing a comedy show. So you kind of would think that he would respect the I don't know, to each his own. But I never seen him doing comedy, travel to any comedy clubs. So I don't really consider him a legit comedian. So I guess that makes sense. All right, let's get back to the article. The meeting was described as heated and divided. There were no agreement or further action, according to the sources. The dozen members were met on their own volition. They are being described as influential and recognizable members of the Academy, including actors and directors. The group does not have any disciplinary power, but they are considered high profile enough that the board of governors for the Academy could be influenced in any way they may have. Some people on call said the Academy mishandled the incident with the initial tweet. Others felt the situation was handled properly and no further steps should be taken, according to the sources CNN. It's unclear if the Academy leadership's plan on meeting to discuss an unprecedented situation. CNN has contracted the Academy for further comment. The Academy Board of Governors had the power to discipline members who violated the code of conduct through a vote for suspension or expulsion from the Academy. Rock chose not to press charges against Smith over the on-stage altercation, according to the Los Angeles Police Department. She has reached out to Smith's representatives for comment. There are more than 9,000 vote members of the Academy compromised Hollywood artists and film executives. Damn. Damn, that's tough. That's messed up. Okay. Let me see. Can I highlight this, y'all? Look at this. Said Will Smith has a history that predated the Oscars. Okay. Let's read this real quick. If I get to another article. Sunday night wasn't the first time Chris Rock had joked about Jada Pinkett Smith, but it might have been his last. Oh, okay. CNN got that one. Rolling Stone kind of did me dirty, but we could read the CNN version. Her husband, Will Smith, stormed on stage 94th Academy Awards after Rock joked, Jay, I love you, G.I. Jane 2. Can't wait to see it. Hits Rock in the face. Actress Demi Moore famously shaved her hair for the role in the film G.I. Jane, and Pinkett Smith has a close because she suffered alopecia, an autoimmune disorder that causes hair loss. Again, y'all, off topic, alopecia is not a life-threatening condition. It's just a life-altering decision. It's not even something. It's like less than zero if you think about it, because it doesn't really physically affect you in any way, shape, or form. Alopecia is no different than vitiligo. Because vitiligo is that skin condition that changes your skin from black to white. Almost make you like an albino in a way, but you're not. It doesn't affect you physically. It doesn't really make you, kills you, get you cancer, any of that stuff. It's just a disease that makes you go bald. Hell, to be honest with you, vitiligo is more deadly than alopecia. So, cosmetically, it might make you depressed, but again, you got wigs, hats, anything that's possible to cover your hair. And just draw eyelashes on your eyes, because, not a big deal. Not especially a big deal for someone that's walk up on stage and slap somebody, either. Let's see, Rock hosted Oscars and joked about Jane Pinkett and her husband boycotting over Oscars so white. Yep, he sure did. Yep, 2016, Chris Rock did host the Oscars again about Jane Pinkett Smith and her husband boycotting over Oscars so white. The online movie, which began a way to address a lack of diversity in the Academy Awards. Off topic. Let me stop right here. Yeah, I don't even know why. 6 years ago, I don't even know why Will Smith and Jane Pinkett Smith even did that. Because I remember, I remember now. Because Will Smith had did a movie called Concussion, which was one of his serious roles because he said he had to work really deep and dig really deep to do a legit South African accent, which wasn't easy on his end. And he was mad because he wasn't even nominated, let alone won an Oscar. He wasn't even won an Oscar, let alone nominated for the role. And that's when Will and Jada had his monologue about, black rights and everything, which sounds stupid in my opinion, because there was a lot of black people before that, the more prominent ones that did win Oscars, like the Denzel Washingtons, the Jamie Foxxes. Yes, Jamie Foxx won the Best Actor Oscar. The Forest Whitakers, the Sidney Poitiers. He didn't win a Best Actor Oscar. He just won an honorary Oscar. But my point is that there are a lot of black people who won Oscars. Then you got Best Supporting Actor. Morgan Freeman won one. Marshall Shabazz Ali won one. Who else black won an Oscar? Cuba Gooding Jr. won one. Best Supporting Actor. There's two more that I cannot remember. And don't get me started with the black women. If anything, I agree with Jada and Will just a teeny bit, because the only black actress to win an Oscar for Best Actress and not Supporting Actress was Halle Berry. The rest of them, most of the black women won Best Supporting Actress. So I will agree with them a little bit with the Oscars so white thing, because we haven't seen another black woman win an Oscar yet for Best Actress. We seen one for Best Director, Stephen R. McQueen for 12 Years a Slave, and he won Best Picture for the same movie. Well, actually, yeah. And then Best Picture, they gave it to La La Land, but they changed the Moonlight out some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Some kind of patriotic type stuff. I don't know. My point is that Will Jada was out of line with this, and except for the black Best Actress for black women, they was out of line with this and showed that they just do that because Will Smith wasn't nominated. Let's see. Let's get back to the article real quick. Rock declared that the Smiths, as well as black director Spike Lee, went mad over the issue that there were no black actors nominated this year. Just boycotting Oscars like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. Rock said during his opening monologue, "I wasn't invited." Rock went on to joke that he understood Pink and Smith's anger. Jada is mad at her man Will was not nominated for Concussion. Rock said in reference to the 2015 football film Will Smith starred in, "I get it. It's just not fair Will was this good didn't get nominated. It was also not fair that Will was paid $20+ million for the 1999 film Wild Wild West." Penn Smith comment on the jokes they slid when he asked about Parasi. "Hey, look, it comes with the territory. We gotta keep moving," she said. "We gotta look at stuff we gotta handle, and a lot of stuff going on in our world right now. We gotta keep moving." She's right. E! News reported that Smith, who was filming Collateral Beauty in New York City in that town, simply smiled and flashed a peace sign when asked. Smith and Rock relationship goes back in the 1990s. Rock guest starred in Smith's hit series of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He played character named Maurice and Maurice's sister Jasmine. I remember that. In 2008, Smith posted a birthday tribute on his verified Instagram account to ex-wife Cherie Simple, who was a mother of his adult son Trey. Happy birthday, best baby mama ever. Love you, Riri. Rock left comments saying, "Wow, you have a very understanding wife," according to E. So simple fun. "Wow, you have a very understanding wife," according to E. Which don't hate. On Sunday night, Smith apologized to the fellow nominees to the Academy while accepting his Best Actor award for King Richard. Academy Award tweeted that it does not condone violence in any form. Oh. It's not as laid out as the Rolling Stones one, but this is good enough. Now y'all know. Tommy Lee look like shit. Interesting. Shit, don't. I don't think this spot wasn't real. I'm not watching that guy. A lot of people saying the same thing I said. Use your words, not your fist. I was talking about a fight. Again, if Chris Rock knew that she had alopecia, he wouldn't even made that joke. He definitely wouldn't even touch it. But again, Chris Rock did the movie Good Hair. He actually spoken to a lady and invited into the movie that suffered from alopecia. So he would know about it far more than Will Smith know about it, let alone Jane Pinkett, who is suffering through it. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to play this for y'all or not, because it's another YouTuber. Because he is hands down one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is It's a Gundam. Now, I have, just like everybody else, I have a little flaws with his method, but again, he's still one of my favorite YouTubers, so who I'm going to judge. So I'm debating should I play it or not. And if I do play some of his video, will he get mad at me for doing that? I don't know. Will he copyright strike me? I don't know. But he's one of my favorite YouTubers. I even subscribe to him, so I don't know. Well, let's see what happens.
Deserved it. That joke was out of line. Do you know why they thought it was out of line? Jada Pinkett Smith has alopecia.
Talk about why I love Tono so much. I don't need dumbbells. I don't need a bench. I don't need a curl bar. I don't need anything, because you know what? Tono comes with different attachments to do.
The way
I have a challenge for all of you.
Why so many ass?
Go to every computer in your house, your mom's, your dad's, your sister, your brother's computer, and it.
when movie lovers.
Now, okay, we here now. Okay, again, It's a Gundam. Love his channel. Subscribe to him and everything. Even though I wish he could give me some shout outs so my channel can grow, but it is what it is. Still love this channel. Love this channel. Matter of fact, dare me to say it, he's hands down one of my favorite, if not my favorite YouTubers, which is very rare, because I know co-sign for no goddamn body, but with him I make an exception, because he's kind of like he reminds me of Harvey Feinstein mixed with because he reminds me of Harvey Feinstein mixed with Dennis Leary, combined in a comedic little, I don't know what his race is. Let's say biracial, triracial package. So yeah.
Unite and watch TV.
By the way, Regina Hall
This year
is the most attractive of all the three, and the most talented and the funniest one. Because Amy Schumer, her jokes is based on her jokes. Well, Regina Hall is not really a legit comedian. She's just a comedic actor. Before that, she could flex. She could be a comedic actor or a serious actor. It's just, yeah. But comedy, as far as her going on stage for comedy conventions, are not her thing. But she's still funny regardless. Because if you see her off script and just talk about it, she's hilarious. Rhonda Sykes is a comedian, but she only caters to the LGBT crowd, which is nothing wrong with that. But kind of, how do I say this? It's kind of like how white people only watch white comedians and black people only watch black comedians. She would only cater to the gay crowd. So anybody who's not gay will probably wouldn't understand her. Probably wouldn't understand her jokes unless somebody written it for her. And Amy Schumer, same with her with the women jokes. These women are kind of like one trick ponies when it comes to comedy compared to Regina.
the Academy hired 3 women to host because it's cheaper than hiring one man.
Oh my God, corny, lame, boo, tomato, 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 I'm throwing tomato. And are nothing more than circle jokes for the American aristocracy. Fat, corpulent, creatively bankrupt, incestuous, and vain. If you disagree with me, think of how many celebrities that are forgotten.
Ada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Once again, It's a Gun is one of my favorite YouTubers. If he wants me to delete this video, or yeah, I'm gonna put when I do fix it, I'm gonna put a shout out to his video if he don't mind. If he does, don't want me to do it, I'll delete it. No problem. It is what it is. But again, he's one of my favorite YouTubers, so yeah.
That's it. That's the joke. On Twitter, the way people talked about Chris Rock making this joke, you would have thought he's making fun of a cancer kid in a wheelchair that was club-footed, knock-kneed, a quarter by, and 10% retarded with cross-eye. Like, for real, a G.I. Jane joke. The only thing hurtful there is that Jada Pinkett Smith will never be able to get a leading role in the film again. You saw that. Will Smith laughed at first. Jada Pinkett Smith looks all upset, and then this happened.
Off topic, he is right though, because he's saying that like I was telling y'all earlier, alopecia, come on. It's not even man. It's like, how can I say this? Having alopecia is kinda like I don't know. It's not even. It's not. I can't. It's not. I don't even consider it a disease. I consider it, to the right person, I consider it a lifestyle. Like, to me, if I have alopecia right now, ooh, I'll be the happiest person on two legs. As I said earlier, I'll be happy as hell, cause I don't have to deal with the constant getting hair bumps on my body, squeezing them out because of my beard. No matter how much I comb my, let's play this. Even when I comb my beard and straighten it up to look like beards like these two guys rocking, which is Young Ripper and some fat dude named Jody. If I could grow a beard like they got less than a year. But my point is, I'm trying to say is that it's upkeep and maintenance, and that's too much work for me to grow a beard like that. I don't want to do all that. I'm not trying to keep my beard up. Screw all that. Because back then, 20 years ago, in the black community, it was cornrows. Guys used to keep their hair up, growing cornrows and such. What was trending, what was popular. Some guys still rock cornrows. Like the dude Austin Creed from G4 in WWE. He was rocking cornrows, still do. But me, I'm just not a cornrow person. Had them, just don't like them. But it is what it is. I could rock a beard faster. I look good in the beard. I grew a beard twice already. I look good in the beard. But the upkeep to keep it and everything, no. Then I got a little bit of gray on the side. Then I don't feel like patching up. I don't feel like doing all that. It's just, no. Now if I have to bulk up, get built, grow a beard, get bald, then I do that. Change my whole look, maybe look more intimidating. But that's about it. Like I said, that's how I wish I did have alopecia, because all the hair follicles in my body would be gone, dried up, neutralized, everything. That way I don't have to keep going through all that squeezing hair bumps out, pus and hair, chip hair particles out my out that bumps, let them bump heal for a few days. Like nothing happened. It's too much of a burden, y'all. And then it hurts. Not the squeezing the bump out, but the bump itself, it hurts. It's annoying. Most of the time it's always at a tender area. And then I gotta squeeze it out. It hurts. It really hurts. It really hurts. It really hurts. Before I got the surgery, I used to have 5 normal cysts, which I found out through Wikipedia that it's a result of hair curling back and sticking back there to where your lower back is, where your lower back to almost where your butt crack is, but not completely there. And then it grows and grows. Y'all just don't, I got removed a decade ago, but y'all don't realize how painful it was. And then they tell me it's a possibility it might come back. That's hell. That is hell. So again, Jane Pinkett, if there was a way I could take her alopecia, if she has it, or hell, even Ian Persley's alopecia, or what's that woman name? The woman that was in that Chris Rock movie, Good Hair, her alopecia. Maybe I could take their alopecia away from them and inject it into me, curing them, but taking that burden from them, I would take it in a heartbeat. Be bald as bald can be, because I just can't do this hell. It's too painful. Shoot, like I said, the grass is greener, as they say. And it's crazy, but I don't know. I guess alopecia to a woman will be traumatizing compared to a man. But again, like Issa Gundam said, it's not a life and death disease. It's not cancer level. It's more leads to depression. And a lot of women rocking bald heads. Anyway, Lupita that sat next to her was rocking a bald head for a while. Well, short hair, but then did bald, But she could go bald if she wanted to. It just... And modern technology works so beautifully now. You can actually either wear a wig, or you actually graft hair into your hair. You can actually create hair follicles so your hair can grow. Her having alopecia is a terrible disease, but it can be managed. So, again, the slap that Will Smith did was totally unnecessary.
どうなんでしょうか?
Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of him.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude! It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. Jane のジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
Now, we can watch that again and freeze frame it. Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, we can. Chris Rock after getting hit by Will Smith. Will Smith after getting hit by Chris Rock. That's funny. See, this is why I fucks with this dude, Gundam. He's funny as hell. Chris Rock after getting hit by Will Smith. Laughing, smiling. Got slapped in the face, smiling, giggling like, ha! That's funny. Will Smith after hitting Chris Rock. Crying. Mad that he had to do it. Mad that there might be some consequences to him slapping him. To protect his wife's honor, he may risk losing the award, which is ironic though. Because remember, like I said before, y'all, a lot of these Oscar winners don't know they go get the Oscar till it's announced. That's why most of the time when they come on stage, they look really shocked and do something outrageous out of character. Like when Jennifer Lawrence won the Oscar, she literally fell on stage out of surprise and happiness and kind of played it off a little bit. But yeah, Will Smith didn't think he was going to win the Oscar for King Richard. He just happy he was nominated. He didn't think he was going to win. And now that he realized, he's like, oh yeah, I just hit Chris Rock on stage because it's like, you ever let's play. Did you ever be in a situation where you throw away, when you spend your rent money, thinking that you go get some more money later, and then all of a sudden you wind up being broke and realize, oh, that money didn't came through. Oh, I'm in trouble. Or in this case, you play $200 for lottery tickets, which if you're a heavy gambler, and realize you gotta pay a bill, and then you realize that you lost all that money and win the lottery, you lost. You only won back like $20, and your bill is still like $150. That's what Will Smith felt like right now. This dude like, oh, good godness, dang! I just punched this. I just slapped another man on national television to defend my wife's honor, rather than pull him on the side and set him straight then behind the cameras, in which nobody would never know. Not only embarrassing myself, but the whole Academy Awards staff and organization, and black people, well, professional black people worldwide. I might want to lose my Oscar. I worked all my life to get this Oscar. I might wind up losing, or I might not be able to come back to the Oscar next year, host it, or get the award, or worse, lose my Oscar entirely. That's why he was dry crying, because this might be he won, and he might have lost at the same time. But we'll see, though. We'll see. They gonna drag this a while. They gonna drag this. I promise you that.
Smith's the only one mad. Black women are all sitting up there like, yes, good for Will.
Now, I gotta agree and disagree with Gundam on this one. He said black women are like, good for Will. No, sir. White women are like that, too. It's like, I just like him, I looked on Twitter. I don't feel like posting this right now, because it's like too many of them to find. White women are, and actually, surprisingly, white men. The betas, the simps, like Will Smith. They like saying the same thing. Good for you, Will. Good for you. Like, what the heck? Makes you kind of wonder, did their women actually approve of that?
Slapped him. Chris Rock deserved it. That joke was out of line. Do you know why they thought it was out of line? Jada Pinkett Smith has alopecia. The way Twitter talked, I thought Jada Pinkett Smith was dying of cancer. I was like, oh my God, what disease she have? was wrong. Just alopecia. Chris Rock ate.
Keep in mind, once again, not talking trash about Jada Pinkett, because, you know, from one Maryland native to another, I'm not going to disrespect that lady. Plus, my mom met her, said she's a good woman. I believe my mom. You know, I had learned from personal experience that the good ones, the ones that are too nice, are the most evilest. Just remember. And I also learned in life that the wicked live the longest. Yeah, the wicked people live the longest. The more evil a person is, the longer they live for some dumb reason. I don't know why, but it's true. Find somebody that y'all know is very, very despicable that's alive today. And you see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not talking about, I ain't talking about like a murder or killing or something, because killing is an option. Killing somebody is an option. I'm talking about like some kind of like like death between either a disease, a virus. Yeah, I said virus, disease, one the same. Or one of those final destination serendipitous type of constant reaction situations, like with something randomly from the powers that be in life come out there, just snipe a person like a Grim Reaper type thing. Yeah, one of those. Like one of those, you know what I mean? It's just, like I said, people, the wicked always live the longest, which is weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
Ate that shot.
And then right here, look at Chris Rock. Now I'm saying I still believe it's fake, but the way Will smacked him, look how Chris had his fist ball. Now, even though it's fake, Chris Rock, let's say for the sake of argument that it is real, okay? I still think it's staged because that's a gay looking smack in my opinion. But look how Chris backed up. Look at his fist. He looks like he's about to swing at the dude. Punch him. Like I said, Chris Rock, regardless of if he's a comedian or whatever, he's still a man first. And a man with daughters. And his kids is probably watching him on, watching their father on national television. Getting slapped by another grown man. Chris Rock would, if this wasn't the Oscars, a professional area, a professional setting, like somewhere else, like in the street somewhere or whatever, Chris Rock would have rocked Will. Will knocked him out. Only time will tell. And that's why I say you gotta watch out. You can't sleep with these skinny people or any person, because the person you might think that is the weakest might actually hit you in the right spot and knock you down. That's for like a good example. Every man that get kicks in the nuts, regardless if a man kick him in his nuts, a woman, a child, will always fall. The penis, the balls are a sensitive thing on a human male. You hit that, depends on how much impact and force you hit it with. The stronger the impact and force, the longer the duration of the pain. My niece at the time, who was 8 years old at the time, headbutt me in my balls. She didn't mean to. She just ran to me and tried to give me a hug and wound up hit me in my balls or her head. And oh, that shit hurt so bad. I was like, that hurt it. So again, like I said, even the weakest person could still hit you with a powerful punch. So always keep your guard up. And Chris Rock looked like he's about to deck Will Smith back. Like Will smacked him, he's about to hit him back. Chris Rock, in that brief moment, as a genius that he is, thought like, I hosted the Oscars twice, and I'm about to get the award. I'm not throwing that away from nobody. Because the more I host the Oscars, the more exposure it gives me. Not just to black people, but white people. Trying to make that white person money too, as well as black people money. I don't want to be a black comedian for black people. I want to be a comedian for all people. And that means quadrupling my money up. So I'm going to follow the rules of the Oscars and not do stupid stuff. And that's what Chris Rock did. Yes, he might have told somewhat of a tasteless joke, but it wasn't too far. Like Gundam said, it wasn't too far. It was more juvenile. It was more of a brush off, if anything. Will made it far, and that's the thing with people these days. Something that's really small and minuscule, you take it out of context, makes you look like the fool. So, and I already told you that story earlier about the dude that was in front of my house who who broke another dude's nose because the guy agreed with what his wife said and said out loud in his own voice, and yo just punched him because of that, saying keep my wife's name out your mouth. Even though the man didn't mention his wife by name, he just said listen to your wife. He didn't say listen to Brenda, listen to Belinda, listen to Maria. He didn't know that man's wife's name. He just said listen to your wife. And yo just walked up to him and punched him like a dummy. And now, say for argument that older dude I told y'all earlier had a gun and shot that dude in his damn chest. I had to go out here and report it and get that old dude locked up, which I didn't want to do, but I have to do it because if not, I'm gonna go to jail for they go what do you call it? Witnessing a crime, and not confessing to it. Yeah, I don't want to take that gamble. I ain't risking my freedom for another dude. No. And also, when I told y'all my homeboy. Earlier I told y'all my homeboy and me not still speaking because I said listen to your wife. Your wife is right because you don't know nothing about politics. I'm paraphrasing by the way. And he got really upset, said keep my wife's name out your mouth. I said, nigga, I don't know your wife. For one. Two, don't talk to me. Don't take this out of context. And three, who the hell are you talking to? I'm a grown adult. If you can't say it in my face, don't say it on the damn Facebook Messenger or Skype or whatever. Don't do that. So I'm saying all this out of anger because I don't like people talking trash to me on the screen or on the phone. Talk trash to me in my face. And like I said, Chris Rock is smart because he's not going it's bigger than that. Now I don't know I think Will Smith did this because he know that he'll never be I don't know. I don't know what's going to that man's head. Like I said, I think it's staged, but if it's not staged, Will Smith is like a total doofus doing that. So we just see as the days going by, and I will make more videos about this, just like everybody else.
And kept his hands behind his back. He didn't even flinch. It's Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, someone he knows for a fact probably won't whoop his ass. So all the people acting like Will Smith is hard, get out of here with that. For real. For real. Will Smith's hard.
Like I said, keep that in mind. Now, keep in mind, Will Smith, like I said, same with Chris Rock, I'm going to say the same about Will Smith. I wouldn't underestimate Will Smith. He might actually knock you out a few times. Be careful. The man did train for, the man did train to play in the movie Ali. So some of that boxing skills are still, in his brain. He might even practice them at home. However, that man also, in his very first movie role, played a gay dude that would make Harvey Milk look like Sylvester Stallone in Rambo. Sean Penn's Harvey Milk looked like Sylvester Stallone in Rambo. So again, yeah, no. And if anybody's seen that movie 60 Degrees of Separation with Will Smith when he was when he was still doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show, and he was trying to dabble into major acting, he played a gay dude, and let's just say he'd been Brokeback Mountain. Yeah, right, okay, right. Yeah, I wouldn't take him seriously either, but I wouldn't underestimate him too. So if anything, from seeing that movie, Will Smith is just as soft as Chris Rock, in my opinion. But I wouldn't underestimate either one of them, because, that can lead you to get embarrassed. Now, let's get back to this, because I'm not trying to stay in his channel too long, because, I don't know. I'm afraid he might try to get copyright.
He should have slapped the guy who was sleeping with his wife.
I agree with him on that one. And that guy, as I mentioned earlier to y'all, is an R&B singer named August Asina. Great singer. A little bit freaky a little too freaky though. I got this one video of him for a fan on his stage, and he was feeling all over her on that on stage, and she like, oh nope, too far down. August a little freak, and I guess when a freaky dude meets a freaky cougar, let's call Jada Pinkett what she is, a cougar, over 50, very freaky, very seductive. Because I'm sorry, Jada Pinkett, she got a seductive streak to her. If you ever seen that movie, that Tupac video, I forgot that Tupac song. It was a Tupac song that when Tupac was in jail at the time, a couple of celebrities made the song. Ice-T was in the video, Yo-Yo, the rapper Yo-Yo, Salt and Pepper was in the video, Spinderella. Damn, a lot of celebrities, hip-hop, in the hip-hop community in the 90s, 80s and 90s was in that video, including Jada Pinkett. And Jada Pinkett was very seductive in that video. Matter of fact, I think that might be the video. I think it's called Tupac Changes Testimony. I gotta find that video, y'all. I'm supposed to get in my other the second video. But in that video, Jada Pinkett was so seductive in that video, and I think that might be the reason why Will Smith fell in love with her. And if that's the reason why Will Smith fell in love with her in that video, I totally understand why he's a simp for her. I totally understand why. And I'm not going to finish talking about this. I'm going to bring up again, like I said, I'm going to bring up the, in my next video, I'm going to bring up I'm going to show y'all the video of the dude that Will Smith dry punched who was trying to kiss him. And I'm going to show y'all the video of that Tupac video I told y'all about when Tupac, when Jada Pinkett was dancing in that video. Very seductive. I think she was far more sexy in that video than she was in Jason Lyric. Because Jason Lyric in that movie, she was, fucking, excuse my language, YouTube, having sex on camera, or sexy on camera with Alan Payne. People was like, oh, okay, Jada. She had a adorable frame there, but it's something about that Tupac video that made her like, damn, she's very seductive in that video. Which kind of, if you think about it now, it kind of proves the point though, how much of an impact that she has with Tupac. I mean, Tupac has on her. Anytime a goddamn video that they did for him made her very seductive. God damn. Well, again, I'll show y'all later in the second video.
He's out of line.
This video, I'm trying to not make this video go over 2 minutes. 2 hours. So.
But he's right.
Last year, Jada Pinkett Smith made a fool of Will Smith. Remember Summer 21? Remember the entanglement drama? Remember when Will Smith was a meme? She up there telling him about the other.
Okay. Damn, video is pretty long. I'm not trying to make this an over 2 hour video. So, okay. Now, again, I'm going to post this, the link to this video because I love Gundam. I mean, literally the whole day yesterday. I mean, no homo. I don't mean I love him like that, but I love his content and the way he talks. Because he's like a biracial Dennis Leary mixed with Harvey Feinstein, because he got his love for drag or drag people. It's the man's talented. I gotta give him that. And let me see. And he's a Berserk fan. Now I'm not per se a Berserk fan. My favorite anime of all time to this day is Baki. I watched the original one called Grapple Baki 20 years ago. I read the manga 2 years after. I found the anime. The manga came out. Well, the manga came out in the 90s when I was a teenager. But then Netflix, God bless Netflix, brought Baki out. And because of that, I subscribed to Netflix and never turned them down, even though they went up. But anyway, I'm digressing. Sorry, y'all. So, my point is that when I make the second video, we can watch the rest of this. But I don't want to get past 2 hours. So again, like I said before, any notes? Will Smith could have done this a bit better if it's not staged. If it's real, because keep in mind, y'all, Will Smith is a actor who just won an Oscar nominated, I think 3-4 times so far. I lost count. Ali is one of them. So again, he pays his dues. He was acting for a while. He's now you could call a professional actor. Chris Rock, same way. Chris Rock is definitely versatile. You know he does comedy. Comedy is his roots. Comedy is where he started from. He has shown he could do serious roles. He did one Empire as Frank Gathers, a cannibalistic drug kingpin, which is weird, but whatever. He also played in that recent Saw movie that came out called Spiral. He had a serious role in that. Yeah, he could do serious roles. So it's like he's not just tiered towards just like Kevin Hart with that movie he did with Bryan Cranston. He's not tiered towards just comedic roles. It's easier for him. It's kind of like second nature to him, but it's not just what he only defines himself to do. He can do other things. Now, like I said, both of them are trained actors. They could rehearse this. Will Smith could just show the intensity and hatred of him doing that. Chris Rock could just play it off professionally. Like I said, they could have rehearsed this. We don't know. We don't know these things. They could have. However, I think they did rehearse. I think it is staged, but it went bad for. I think Will and Chris are the only two people that knew about it. And certain members of the Academy might know about it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the drama unfolds. If Academy does punish Will Smith, then I could be wrong. They didn't know about it. But if there's no consequences given or no consequences and repercussions on Will Smith's actions, then the Oscars knew about it. So it's really all about what the Academy Awards powers that be, what penalty they go hit on Will Smith. We'll see. However, like I said, people, don't let other people's words get into your skin, okay? You don't know what might happen to you in the long run. Now, if someone physically touched one of your relatives or friends, then yes, fight for them. Attack that person who's attacking your loved ones. Do that. But if someone is insulting your loved one through words, ignore them. Don't throw away your life, their well-being through you because you want to take it there because of what they say out their mouth. We all got tempers. We all got a little bit of rage. Hell, like I told you before, I get road rage real easily. But you have to learn a level of restraint. Because you go to that dark path, you may never come back. Especially if you go to that dark path, we already have multiple doors to go through. You see what I'm saying? That's not the dark path. And it's just, no, it's not worth it. Because it's just not worth it, period. I know a lot of guys who had nothing to lose that say, man, I'm protect my family. How you gonna protect your family in a box? You go out here, someone talks trash about your wife, your kids, and you go out here, jump out the handle, ready to fight this person, and next thing you know, this person expects this to happen to you, set you up, and then slice you in half. Or shoot you in your head a few times. You let your anger put you in a predicament that will be terrible for you and worse for your loved ones. A person can say as many ignorant things about you and your loved ones as they can, but as long as they don't hurt them, they have no power over you. Learn to ignore. Learn to ignore. Anyway, that's it for now. Please like and subscribe to my channel, like everybody, like you're doing for everybody else's. And I have a couple other YouTube videos that I made weeks ago that YouTube hold back and everything, and talking about they can't monetize them or whatever because of it's weird. So if y'all see any videos that came out with old articles that came out weeks or months ago, that's all YouTube, okay? It's not my doing, it's YouTube. Apologies for that. Anyway, again, like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.